business, so I've just come in today to help out and do these interviews with the speakers.
Sure.
Okay, excellent. So first of all, can you just give me your name and tell me a little bit about you and your company?
Yep. My name is Mohamed Samee. I'm basically the channel manager and head for the Middle East and North Africa for SAP in the Middle East and North Africa.
Okay, and what's your views on the best routes from SME to get finance?
Well, I mean, basically from our perspective, being an IT company, we're the #1 applications company in the world. So we're more about the concept of streamlining processes within SME organizations so they can actually contribute better to growth and their profitability, and being able to touch more customers, which actually increases their top line. In net, we're resulting in them being able to actually save more money, and therefore use finances in a more, you could say, efficient way.
Okay. Well, we're delighted to have you here today. Can you just tell me what the main benefits are for events of this to the SME community?
Okay, so I think first and foremost, it's a forum which brings the right decision makers into the right platform, and then it focuses in terms of the major issues that SMEs are facing today, and then gives them or gives us as well as the SMEs themselves a forum in which they can address those issues, learn more about what is new and what is sort of happening and what trends are actually affecting their businesses. So I think it's very positive as a knowledge sharing and a knowledge transfer kind of forum. But more importantly, obviously the networking. SMEs being agile, small companies, it's all about being able to collaborate with other organizations in different industries. And I think these forums actually exaggerate the ability for them to do that.
In your opinion, what's the main strategic issues facing SMEs at the moment?
So, I mean, I think in this part of the world, growth, the ability to acquire and at the same time maintain talent, professionals in this environment. I think these are what SMEs really struggle with. Finance for sure, because growth is always driven by having the right kind of cash flows and funding to be able to grow. We are in a booming market, and in this kind of environment, for sure, and the location that we have in the Middle East, I think allows companies to have more of the growing issues rather than sustainability. So I would say in this part of the world, people, talent management, making sure they're acquiring the right people, having the right funding to be able to grow their businesses and obviously being able to expand.
And do you believe that we're starting to see SMEs get more interest in areas such as innovation and entrepreneurship, and will this help them attract more finance?
Yeah, so I think again we live in an age where the larger companies today sometimes struggle because they're not as agile, and the main reason for that is because they're stuck in very complex processes internally. SMEs don't have that problem. They're very agile, they're very simple in terms of how they do their business. So from my perspective, I think it's very clear that SMEs can grow and compete on the world stage today because of the innovations that we see. Not just in the thought process of how to do business, but because of technology. I think technology is a very strong enabler today, which is almost leveling the playing field amongst the large entities as well as SMEs. So you can be a very small company today, but through technology, which is the social media, for example, and being able to streamline effectively your touch to your customers, is able to make you compete with the larger entities in the world. Was that good enough?
Yes, you're brilliant.
All right, great.
Nice to speak with you.
Thanks.
Have a nice
Pleasure
day.
meeting you too.
Thank you.